what kind of tips would you maybe give to musicians now, as part one of the question, I guess, but part two, what would be some tips that you would give to yourself back in 2016, you know, what was it, 5, 6, how long was that? 7 years? Oh, yeah. 7 years ago. There's two different questions there, but unravel that as you will.
I think, you know, for whatever my advice is worth, I think, you know, I think tips for guitar players, musicians is I've always said never treat it like a hobby, you know. I think the minute you start, if you're passionate about something and you want to do something with your life, if you want to play music and make music your life, you can't look at it as a pastime or something you do when you're just bored. You really have to dedicate yourself to it, you know, and lock yourself away and learn that craft, you know, learn that trade. So that's a big thing. And then also find like-minded people. You know, if you want to be in a band, find like-minded people that not only share the same interests musically, but also, you know, you want to make sure that you have a strong bond between you and your band, you know, because we've always said that we're friends first, band second. And that's what keeps us healthy and keeps us grounded. And, you know, there's no egos with us and everybody's on the same page, you know. Going back years and years ago, if I could give tips to myself when I first started, I guess it would probably be when I first started playing guitar to take it more serious. Because when we got my first one, when I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade, I did the same thing a lot of people do. I picked it up, took some lessons, my fingers started hurting, and I gave up on it. I was like, man, this sucks, you know. But then I had to pick it up again, and my fingers had to get re-sore again, and I had to relearn things that I might have learned early on. And I wish I'd stuck with it for that when I first got it, you know, because I didn't get real more serious into it until probably 5 years after I got my first guitar, you know. So I think back, man, I could have, if I'd played it like I played it the second time, I probably missed out on a lot of things that I could be learning, or I could be a more experienced player by now. But that's probably what I would give myself, you know, because I was always dedicated, and I was always had a fire inside of me to do whatever I had to do to play music for my life and to tour and to write music. And so I never had that issue of being lazy with it. I was, you know, the opposite of that. I guess when I, you know, going back just to taking more time with the instrument when I first got it, probably.